All right. Hello, everyone. Hi, how are you? Great to see you again. And thank you for coming back to my another YouTube channel live stream. Today is the 21st of April. And this is Friday. So happy Friday, everyone. Great to see you. Okay, so let's analyze some markets together and see what's happening right now. Okay, so let me switch the screen and start to see some comments. Oh, by the way, yesterday, I'm sorry, the live stream froze in the middle of the live yesterday, but hopefully today it won't freeze. Okay, all right, thank you very much for joining. So, yeah, let's see. So today, let me check the trading view. And since this is Friday, the market may be quiet towards the end of today, but it's good to analyze charts at this timing so that we may be able to enter trade and set break even and hold over the weekend. And that's what I usually do. I never hold the positions over the weekend without the break even. So if not, then I might enter trade and then exit with some profit and then come back next Monday or Tuesday. So that's usually my routine. But let's see. So here is the Euro USD daily chart. I can still see that this is bullish. Because it has been a bullish in waves. And then, and also Kumo is bullish. Kijun Sen is also bullish. The prices are on the Tenkan Sen, and this week has been ranging, but Chikou span above candles. So next week, I think the market breaks and goes up this way. So yeah, unfortunately this week I couldn't enter because it's been ranging. But let's see if we can trade next week. I actually saw some of the JPY pairs trends this week. For example, Euro JPY has been nicely bullish, and today is the pin bar. So the pin bar means that pin bar is actually the very small body and long wick points down. So this is called a pin bar. And if today's candlestick closes like this, then next week may be bullish. So Euro JPY still for me is bullish. It was technically supported by the Tenkan Sen here. And it happened actually twice before. So this time this is almost like the third touch. And I think next week this pair will be bullish. So I'm still looking for some entry chances on the JPY pairs. Oh, but not the USJPY. This pair is range. The prices are in the Kumo. It's about to break, but still on the Kumo. So not the best pair to trade. But pound JPY has been bullish. Today is bearish, but I think overall still bullish. Prices looks like to be supported by the previous resistances. So, and this is Friday. Next week, it may be bullish, but not tradable today. Yeah, it may be trace. So I think pound JPY, I wait for today's candlestick close and decided what to do next week. Okay, and regarding other JPY pairs, AUD-JPY today is retracing, so it didn't break that resistance, actually previous supports, neckline of double top. It didn't break yesterday and today, and this pair is now bearish because of the weak JPY at the moment. So AUD-JPYs are currently bearish, but yeah, it may be bullish, we'll see. Yeah, but this pair is still, Kumo is not twisted yet bullish, and it broke the Kumo once, but then today it just went back within the Kumo again. So this pair may range next week, and today we can't trade. So let's see which one it can be a potential trends today or tradable markets. Euro AUD is about to break that resistance, so looks like the scenario came true. The previous resistance became support yesterday, and today is bullish. So most likely, I think Euro AUD next week will be bullish, breaks the resistance, and the market moves up. But right now it's ranging, so no opportunity. Okay, so looks like Forex pairs are a bit not really tradable. Some retracements range, and I just don't feel comfortable to take any trades at this moment. Pound CAD, Pound AUD, Pound Swiss franc. Pound Swiss franc is breaking the support, so maybe this one is good. Let me look into this one. Daily chart is breaking the support of 1.1071. And also, like I mentioned before on the weekly analysis, this is a descending triangle. The highs are lower and lows at the same level. So this is descending P wave. And when I see this, I expect the break of the support. And today may be the sign of the breakout. And in this case, I ignore this overshoot, because this overshoot just happened one day. But this support level, 1.1071 area, has been respected many times in the past. So in this case, I draw the horizontal line like this and wait for that level breakout. And that is happening actually today. Yeah, so that's so this is downtrend bearish, about to break the support. Let me look into this one. H4 is now bearish too. Yeah, 4 hour is showing the price has been resisted by the Kumo, and it's breaking bearish. So this pair may be tradable, but no rush. If I don't see a good entry chance on the lower time frames, then I'm not gonna trade. But as far as I see, the daily chart, 4 hour chart looks good so far. And 1 hour is retracing. Okay, so 1 hour retracing, so I'm not gonna go in the market. Also, Kumo flat, Kijun Sen flat. So whenever you see Kijun Sen flat, that means the market is ranging or retracing. So it may retrace back to the Tenkan Sen or the Kijun Sen or the trend line. So in this case, I still wait until Kumo and Kijun Sen will be down together. So and most likely it will happen at when it breaks bearish, when it breaks the support on a 1 hour. But this level, again 1.1071, is actually the previous supports. So this may be respected now as a resistance and goes down. And we may see a new N wave bearish within today. So let's monitor this one. In terms of the strength of each currency, pound is currently flat. Swiss franc is also flat. So the strength of the currency pair is really weak right now. So there won't be any moves. And also there is no big news today. So we already had some big news on Germany and UK and Euro, but yeah, towards the end of today there is no big news. So the market may be quiet. So that means we may not see downtrend today. We may see this bearish in wave sometime next week. But it's good to create some scenarios in your head and continue to monitor charts. Okay, oh, I see lots of comments. Thank you very much for joining. Good to see you. Let me say hi to everyone and check some comments. All right, Tigong, good to see you. Thank you very much for joining. Okay, and Augustine, good to see you too. All right, Homan, thank you very much for joining. And Matt, good to see you. Rajesh and John, good to see you. Win and TikTok also, great to see you again. Thank you very much for joining. And Tony, good to see you. All right, James and Shadi, good to see you too. Thank you very much for joining. All right, Ichigo Ichie and Photo, also good to see you. Okay, Shadi says, Kei, I want to learn you strategy. Which playlist should I watch? You can watch the playlist of KTS, Kei's Trading Strategy playlist. Then I have lots of videos that I share my analysis with my own strategy. So for me, I do use my own strategy, which is called KTS. It's a Kei's Trading Strategy. And that's what I use whenever I take trades. And besides that, I have knowledge of the Ichimoku 5 lines and 3 theories and Kyushu Ashi and so on. And that's something I share in my community. But regarding the time cycles, price theory, or other Ichimoku original strategies, I don't really use to enter trades or exit trades. All my trades are done based on my original strategy, which again is called KTS, and that also involves with the risk management and psychology management. I think these two are the most important than simply entering the trades. So, all right, Retina, good to see you. Thank you very much. Okay, Homan says, Dear K, how to avoid spikes on sessions opening? How to avoid is by not taking trades. Yeah, on each session opening, UK and New York, usually the market becomes very spiky. So my best advice is not to take trades. You can come back maybe 1 hour after opening hours. Then I think market will be more stable. And also the reason is because sometimes when the new session opens, there is a big news, or even minor news, some orange news you have on opening sessions, and the market can be very volatile. So yeah, it's been happening recently too, like that. So I think it's been a bit difficult to trade in opening sessions, I think, recently. Okay, Chuck Davis says, Hi Kay, can you please go over the entry and exit screenshots for the trades of January, February, March this Saturday? We didn't go over them last Saturday. Sure, I can show you some. I can't show all my entries, exits, but I can pick few and yeah, explain that, how I enter, exit trades, for sure. Yep. Okay, Oli, good to see you. Thank you very much for joining. John says, took a trade, AUDJPY. Okay. You get the nice entry confirmations and took the trade, so that's good. Make sure you do the risk management and it should be fine in the long run. Okay, one more comment. Shadi says, do you have a special education playlist for membership? Yes, I do. Yeah, I have members only videos, a lot. For Ichimoku community, I have no idea how many, maybe more than 200 videos for Ichimoku community, which is which I share the Ichimoku original strategies like the time theory or Kyushu Ashi and so on. And in my KTS Academy, I also have videos, lots of videos too. I would say, I think now close to 100 videos where I run the Forex Tester and share entry exits, and sometimes I do some reviews on students' trades, and I review their trades and make a video and share it to everyone. So yeah, there's a lots of videos and lives too on these communities. Okay, so yeah, again, coming back to this one, pound Swiss franc. Looks like the price is now ranging. But let me check M5 and create the potential next scenario. Okay, so here again, 1.1071. I will wait for the price to be resisted here and goes down. If it breaks bullish, then I'm not gonna trade. I would only trade when the market goes down on M5 because this is bearish in higher time frames. So I am a trend follower. So I capture trends by Ichimoku confirmations, and when I see that, I look for entry chance. And it becomes much easier for me to trade. Before, I used to be a scalper, especially when I first started my trading career. When I was working full-time, I was a scalper because I thought I can make more money, more quicker money, and I can see the result quicker. And I liked that before. But then I failed so many times. I took maybe 20 trades, 30 trades per day. So that will be like 600 trades or so per month. And then I spend so much time to check charts, take trades, entries, and exits every day, much more than when I was working full-time. But then the ending result was negative by the end of the month, and that was so frustrating. So yeah, to make the long story short, that's why I became a trend follower, and I realized myself that I have to stay away whenever I have to. Markets move in 24 hours, but opportunities are not there 24 hours. So that's why. Okay, let me continue to check some more comments. Retina says, what should a trader do when macroeconomics is bearish, but technicals are bullish, or vice versa? It depends on which trends you follow. If you are the swing trader, then most likely you want to follow fundamentals trends. But if you're more the technical trader and more short-term traders like intraday, then you can trade by the technical confirmations, by the charts. And for myself, I am more of a technical trader than fundamentals because I only trade Forex, and the Forex pairs moves up and down every week. So if you look at the monthly chart in Forex pairs, you hardly see the trends. But in weekly or the daily time frames, we have some trends every month and every week. And the direction changes over time, every week, every month. So fundamentals, I do look at it, I do read news, but I don't really take trades based on the fundamentals. Yeah, because I trade Forex. If you trade stock market or index, then fundamentals or volumes may affect more. But regarding the Forex, fundamentals are not really tradable in my experience. Okay, so as I talk, pound Swiss franc is breaking the support bullish on M5. And when I see this, what I think is that the market may come down and still goes bearish, but it may take time because now M5 is showing N wave bullish. So it takes time for this market to be bearish again on M5. And what I mean by taking time is most likely it won't go down soon. most likely it may have double top, and the neckline may be broken bearish, or we may see bearish in waves continuously, let's see, we may have I wave bearish, and then range, and eventually goes down. But on either scenario, I think it will take time to make this market to move down again, and I don't want to wait that long to go bearish. So instead of waiting and monitoring, usually when I see this breakout like this on the resistance against major direction M5, I simply stay away and come back few hours later, because I don't think market will be bearish in the next few minutes. So probably come back 1 hour, 2 hours later and see how M5 looks like. And of course, if it just keeps going up this way, then no trade. But after 2 hours or so, when I come back, and if I see double top, and let's say reverse in the wave after double top, then I look for another entry chance. But I don't wait for this to happen. I simply stay away, come back, stay away, come back every few hours. So if you trade also, you have to think about time efficiency. Maybe you can time yourself. You can put the timer and time yourself how long you have been monitoring, or how long you have been watching charts, or how long you have been deciding which pair to trade, or where to enter trade, or where to exit trades. If you took less time, then that will be the best. Yeah, if you monitor chart, and if the chart moves towards your direction, then it's worth to monitor, but you can't manage, you can't control the market, so it's not really important to keep monitoring the charts, in my opinion. So yeah, that's what I see when I see this breakout against the major direction on M5. Okay, let me check some more comments. William says, hi Kei, always good to see you. I'm still a fan and I watch each video you post. I really enjoy Ichimoku and Forex Talk. Oh, thank you very much. I hope you enjoyed, and I hope you continue to learn through Ichimoku, and hopefully through my YouTube channel too. Okay, Oli says, a reminder about the most important candlesticks to use. There is no most important candlestick to use. All the candlestick patterns are important. But I don't use all the patterns. I mean, I don't focus on all the patterns. I simply focus on 5 basic ones, which are inside bar and outside bar, and double top and head and shoulders, and the doji break. So I only use these 5 patterns. And you can actually check the playlist of the price action videos, which I did long ago. And in those video series, I talked about some of the patterns. Yeah, nowadays there's millions of names in the candlestick patterns, and I don't remember anything. I don't remember all these patterns. Because we are here to trade, and we are not here to make profits, but we are not to be here to be a professional analyst. We have to, so even if you don't know the terms, as long as you know what you're doing, then that's fine. Okay, let's see. Legendra, good to see you. Okay, Herman says, thanks for your reply. What is the opening sessions, 8 or 9 or 7? I would say 8. Between 8 and 9 would be opening sessions. because sometimes news happens at 8 a.m. And market becomes active at 8 a.m. So it's better to check between 8 and 9 and see how volatile the market moves. Because the business hour technically starts at 9 a.m. But sometimes, the traders or the markets, traders start to work before 9 a.m. sometimes. And orders may happen, big orders may happen before 9 a.m. before the market officially opens. So yeah, that's usually when the market becomes really active. Yeah, and sometimes, or oftentimes, I would say recently, oftentimes at the UK Open, the market goes against major direction. So, especially UK Opens recently, we have to watch out. Okay, now as I talk, this is going to be interesting because there is a long wick. There is a long wick and body became very small. So that means there is a strong sellers here. And this level is actually previous resistance and the support. You see here previous support and the resistance. So again, this is downtrend in higher time frames. So if the price will be resisted still on this area, then it may go down still. But if it breaks 1.1077 area, then I think it tries to retrace or range. So let's wait for a few more candles as we talk, like that. Okay, so it's important to check some previous charts, previous price patterns, and draw lines, and see what's gonna happen in the markets. But make sure you don't draw too much lines. For example, in this case, I don't draw a trend line like this because I'm not trying to buy. I'm trying to sell, so I always draw lines towards the selling direction or for the reasons to sell. I draw the lines. Yeah, and also I don't draw the line here too. There is a long wick top 1102. I don't draw the line here because this is not my target. This is retracing M5, so I'm not buying here, so I don't draw that line either. So simplify the chart. Chart become clean, should be fine. Yeah, so let's see. But this may be bullish too. Of course, this may be bullish on M5, so we'll see. There is also inverted head and shoulders on M5. And here's a neckline breakout also. So that means this market may be bullish. But here's what I think. In my opinion, in my experience, this is downtrend again. So again, if you're new to my YouTube today, we were discussing the daily is breaking the support, H4 is also breaking the support, and H1 is now retracing. So if downtrend is continuous, then these head and shoulders or double bottom can be fake. So let's see if it still goes bearish or not. Yeah, until the end of the live today. Okay, so let me check some more comments. Okay, Anne says, I want to thank you for all of the things you have shared with us You're the #1 teacher and the one who has shown me the beauty of Ichimoku. Thank you so much. Oh, you're welcome. Thank you very much for the comment. I hope you have been enjoying my lectures, my talk. Yeah, it's been quite a journey for me. For the last almost 3 years, I have been doing this YouTube and share my knowledge through Ichimoku. And it's been such my pleasure to be able to connect everyone who likes Ichimoku or who wants to study Ichimoku. And yeah, it's been quite an experience so far. Yeah. Okay, Shadi says, what's the win rate of KTS strategy you mentioned earlier? Oh, my win rate is 20 to up to 40%, I would say. So my win rate is not that high. Yeah. So let's see. Let me just share my trades for the last 3 months. I think my performance has not really been great for the last 3 months, and I did this review a couple of weeks ago on Saturday. So if you didn't check that video yet, you can actually view. But speaking of my win rate, it's a 32.35% between January and March. Yeah, and I took how many trades? I took 20 or about 30 trades. Yeah, 34. So that would be 17 trades for the last 3 months. But I value the risk and the reward ratio. So risk to reward ratio overall is 3.12. So that means every time I enter trade, I expect triple profit than what I risk on my entries. So risk to reward ratio is overall 3 in average in terms of profit and loss. In terms of stop loss and take profit, it's 2.91. So my overall risk to reward ratio in terms of money, in terms of pips, has been around 3 for the last 3 months. And make sure whenever, whichever strategy you use, you have to draw this N-wave graph. So along the way, you have small losses, break-even trades, but whenever you win, it should cover the previous losses. And then along the way, you take trades, you may have some losses, break-evens, but the drawdowns have to be kept very small, and then when you win the trade, it should cover the losses. So if you draw N-wave on the graph, then that means the more you take trades, the more you make profits like this. And I found that this is the most reliable and most less stressful way to make profits and keep surviving in the market. Okay, Oli, you're welcome. Thank you very much. Okay, John says, may you give an explanation of how one would enter the retracement, for example, AUD/JPY H4, H1, show the price close to reach the Kijun-sen. Right, so you're using the Kijun-sen retracement strategy, which may work also. Yeah. So let me check AUD/JPY. Coming back to the chart. Okay, looks like still ranging. So in this case, I would still see if the market would be bearish or not from here. And let's see, ADJPY. Okay, 4 hour is now ranging. 4 hour is now ranging. Sorry, daily chart. Daily chart is now ranging. And then 4 hour is now, it's also range. So in this case, I don't take trades. Yeah. Right. Kijun Sen is flat, and the market is now retracing to Kijun Sen. But this pip is too small, I think. This is, let me see, this is only 14. Yeah, only 14 pips. And if considering spread, when you buy, then you pay 1 pip or 2 pips of spread, so it's not worth it to trade. Yeah, usually I don't enter trades in this case. So make sure you look for the trending markets and take trades. Okay, Empty Tube says, Kei-san, have you ever thought of automating Ichimoku? If not, why? There are a couple of reasons why I don't automate my strategy. Is that because first, my entries and exits are done manually, and it can't be automated. So it's like a, how do you say, like a craftsman type of thing, or music type of thing. Like if I trade, then I want to see the previous charts, how the market has been moving up until today. I look at the chart, I look at the price actions and lines in the past, and the volatilities, the spikiness, and then I look for entry and exit in the lower time frames. So if my strategy is simple, if I rely on, let's say, only Kumo breakout or Tenkan-sen, Kijun-sen cross and so on, like very simple strategies, then I think I can automate. But unfortunately, my strategy is not like that. Sometimes I see signals, but I don't take trades. And that sometimes also comes from my experience. When I see something, some lines close, resistance line close, or when I see the Kumo shape is not really good, or when I see the strength is not that enough, then I don't take trades sometimes. So yeah, that's why I don't automate. And plus, I used to buy so much EAs robots before. When I was a newbie, I thought automation would be a good idea to just let it run and see how it goes. But none of these EAs worked for me in the long run. It worked in the short term, maybe 1 day, 2 days, 1 week it worked. But when I run it like for over the month, then it started to be break even, or when the market condition is not really great, let's say the market started to range and spiky, then losses has been accumulated, and eventually I lost some money. So that's why I don't use robot, or I don't prefer to use automations. So that's one of the reasons. And my other reason why I don't automate is that I like to trade manually too. This is my personal preference. Like I don't like automations on anything I do. I prefer to do myself so that I feel that I'm trading. Like yeah, like for example in the cars, I prefer manual transmission than automatic. If I drive automatic car, then I want to drive like manual. So I want to get the feel of driving myself manually. So same is true in trading. I prefer to get in the trade. I want to press buy button physically or sell button physically, and put the stop loss manually, and move the stop losses manually, and manage my positions manually. And that's really fun for me, and that's why. Yeah, but this is just my personal preference. I hope you get what I mean, but I think it's up to everyone. Yeah. Hello Kevin, good to see you. Okay, Carol, good to see you too. Thank you very much for joining too. Okay, Adam says I coded Ichimoku trend spotting for TradingView, but I only use as help and don't take every signals. That's good, yeah. Yeah, signals may be okay. You can put the alert signals by these indicators, by logics. But when it comes to entries and exits, I recommend to do this manually. Because I think experience is much more important than automations. Because if you automate, then if there's no software, then you can't trade anymore. But if you have experience of trading, then that becomes something that no one can take it from you. That becomes your asset. Knowledge, wisdom, experience becomes your asset. And I think that's more important. Okay, alright, so yeah, let's see. Let me check gold. I also trade gold, but yeah, today is bearish, so no trades. I'm bull biased. I'm looking for the buying entry chance. And today gold touched the Kijun Sen on the daily. So although it's retracing, I still see that this is bullish. But Monday next week, I think Chikou span will touch candles, and then the market will be range. So in that case, I will continue to focus on the Forex pairs. Yeah, gold is not the perfect timing to enter trades yet. Yeah, let's see. Okay, and then let me also check Bitcoin, because I know there are some crypto traders here in the community. So just in case, BTC USD, oh, looks like you broke the resistance. So like I mentioned a couple of days ago, I draw the line, I drew the trend line, and if the market respects the trend line and also the resistances and Kijun Sen, then the market should be bullish. But if it breaks, then no trade. And looks like breakout just happened yesterday. And today is also bearish. So in this case, most likely the market goes down to Kumo, Senko span A. It may not go down straight, it may range, consolidate, and gets closer and closer to Kumo. So in this pattern, I don't think the market goes up soon, based on this technical confirmation. So in the short term, this is bearish. In the long term, this is still range. That's a BTC USD. Yeah, let's see. Coming back to Forex, I do see some potential trends, but I think I will review that this Sunday, the day after, when I do the weekly forecast. Yeah, so yeah, let me check some more comments. Okay, Shadi says, what's the difference of KTS strategy membership videos and KTS Academy? I mean, do you teach more in Academy? Oh yeah, sorry about the confusion. So I do have 3 communities now. One is Ichimoku community. And Ichimoku community is where you can learn the original Ichimoku strategies from the original books, which I have here. And that's something I share in my community. So if you click services, Ichimoku community, then you can actually find all the informations what I do here. I wrote 3 books of Ichimoku in English, which you can actually get for free when you're into the community. And I do live streams twice per week, but the main focus will be about the Ichimoku original strategies in this Ichimoku community. And also KTS Academy is where I share my original strategy, which involves the risk management, the lot size, exactly when to enter trades, exactly where to exit trades, which pair to select, and how to calculate the lot size, and also the risk management and psychology management. So those are shared within the KTS Academy. And on top of that, KTS Academy is something wrong for now. Oh yeah, I'm actually doing this connection, so I have to revise, but here's GTS. GTS, this is where I also share my strategy, but this is for only the 3 months and hands-on within the very small group. Only 5 members I take, and I do this every 3 months. So that's a difference. So yeah, so it depends on your interest. You're always welcome to join my communities. After this live, actually there is a KTS Academy live, and in there I will be running the Forex Tester today and share entry and exit examples. So yeah, that's what I share on these communities. Okay, Azemi, good to see you. Okay, John says, would you say Ichimoku is a bit of both lagging and leading? I would say that would be a bit lagging. Yeah, Ichimoku is, I'm not sure to use the term of leading because it doesn't predict the future. But logically, you can create the next plans by Ichimoku. So in that sense, it's leading. But I would say that the focus should be more into lagging so that you can exactly understand the market situations of now today. So you know what to do next. Yeah, Felix says entity Swiss franc. Okay, let me check. Entity Swiss franc. Okay, so this is bearish. Oh, this is nicely bearish. It broke the support also. 0.5509. So this is definitely downtrend. Yeah, and Kumo shape looks also good. So I think this downtrend is continuous next week. And the potential target is going to be the tip of the wick, which is going to be 0.53. Yeah, so this is downtrend. Yeah, I don't think that this is oversold because of this Kumo shape. This is always nice to refer to the Kumo shape. When you see Kumo's too thin, then it's oversold, overbought. But if you see the Kumo like this, then that's fine. So yeah, this is nicely downtrend. Yep. Okay, Nazmus says, do you put same amount of money on every trade? No, I don't. I always calculate my lot size per risk per trade and execute my trades. Yep. John says, thanks for always taking the time to teach us and putting into your effort. We appreciate you as a teacher. Some of us are quite obsessed with Ichimoku. It's already a habit for me. Sure. Yeah, thank you for the comment. Yeah, it's been my pleasure to be able to share what I know, what I see in the markets through Ichimoku, and also my strategies. So yeah, hopefully you continue to learn through what I share in my YouTube and eventually become a successful trader. Yeah, but no rush. Please take time. When it comes to trading, I think quality is much more important than quantity of the trades. So every time you enter trades, treat like a business. And even if you exit the trades, please look back your trades, how it's been down, and also try to analyze how to improve your trades every time after you take trades. Yeah, that's really important. That's why I track all my records on a spreadsheet like this and look back my own trades. Sometimes I see some win trades, losing trades, break-even trades, and I have some screenshots of my trades. So by looking back, I can track my thought process, my psychology behind, and I know what to improve. Even now, I have some areas to improve myself every month. So that's how we move on. Never be overconfident just because you win trades, because we never know in the future. The markets may be different, the patterns may be changed, your strategy may not work in the future as of now. So we have to keep fine-tuning, improving, and what we say kaizen in Japanese. So yeah, thank you very much everyone again. I think I will be ending the live for now. So yeah, have a great Friday, great weekend. And tomorrow, as per request, I will be sharing some of my trades for the last 3 months. So hope you join there. And yeah, and to those who are KTS Academy members, I will see you. And also GTS members, I will see you soon in about 8 minutes from now. I will be running the Forex Tester and share more examples of entries and exits, and also stop loss management. So thank you very much. Have a great one. Stay healthy, stay safe, stay gold. またね. Thank you.